Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month it's inspired in the current Pisces season we are on. If you would like to know more details about it, just check the info down below, where you can also find the current list of reading services I offer. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aries, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together also with the cards that will be showing up. I think that this already kind of showed in your monthly reading, but I keep getting the energy of rest, rest, rest. Some of you could be more tired than what you think you are and end up having like this burnout moment where you acknowledge that you really need to rest or that you have not been properly resting. And I feel like it's beyond just the body. It's like this need for mental rest. This need to take time to process the next steps ahead, especially as we go into your season. So there needs to be a little bit more of moments spent by yourself, quality moments, where you're deeply thinking, deeply considering, and also kind of making this review upon what happened throughout the last year, so that you wrap that up, you have the closure that you need and the answers that you're seeking, and then you just focus on the next big chapter. And for that, you might need to be a little bit more like take a step back. So then the other ones are, when the moment is right, are, you know, full steam ahead. So I keep getting like there's a continuation from the reading I've already published for March. But aside of it, I feel like there's an energy of frustration with you. Like there's a wall you can't, there's something here about these walls, and you want to reach beyond those walls and you feel like you can't. So you might have a situation that right now is not available to you or opening up to you the way you would like, accessible to you. Like there's a sense of frustration with this energy of not being able to just pierce through barriers, obstacles, things that are preventing you from getting you, you know, the thing you want, being whatever that is in whichever area of life. And again, this ties back with the message that maybe you need to take a step back. It's not like it's an impossible energy or a big no in terms of whatever it is you're seeking. It's more like sometimes we need to take a step back to really understand why you're not able to go through that wall, why you're not able to move the obstacles away, or even there's a feeling like, do you even understand what the obstacle is? Because the minute you do, the real obstacle keeping you apart from what you want, I feel like there's going to be this immediate notion where the solution lies, and you're still going to get it. There's this feeling of be rest assured that something is yours, or remember who you are. And if for you to have this understanding of your power, or this rekindling of your confidence in the pursuit of this difficult thing, you need to really be connected with your fierce dragon energy, you know? And I feel like it's that dragon within, that fire within that wants to come out. But the flame right now is not as strong for some reason. It could be because you're tired. It could be because you're not in alignment with yourself. It could be because there's a lot of things, you know, distracting you. The time you take to for self-care and for kind of like this more silent, private appreciation and assessment of the situation ends up, you know, replenishing you and fueling you with the right elements, so that you have that fire, you know, back, and you're able to cross through any obstacles and any problems in a different way, in a way where you're not deprived from the things you want and desire. You do have the devil here, so you have strong desires, you have strong cravings, even you have like this obsession over a matter that, again, you don't know how to, either how to solve, how to fix, how to get, how to conquer, how to have your way. The devil energy here, especially with the Two of Swords, there's something that the way in which you're looking at it or dealing with it is coming from fear, most likely. So especially if you're in a strong chasing energy or insisting energy, it's like you're acting upon or based upon fear, and this is the problem. You, as the fire energy you are, you're fearless. So it's the moment where you take away whatever illusions of fears you have, that you're going to lose, that you're going to miss on something. When that, illusion ceases to exist and you start to see things from a much more, true heart space, which is what you're blocking, I think that right away, again, there's a lot of miracles happening in your life where you just end up having what you want. So I see also a scenario where someone might be doing this to you, like pursuing you, obsessing over you, pushing it to get, whatever they want out of you. And the more they do that, the more you feel repelled and you block them. All right, this Two of Swords energy, you might also be like blocking things, pushing things away, even though they're not over with or they're not totally finished, or there's still things to be said, done, understood, lived, even here. For some of you, this is about a second chance that you want someone to give you, or that someone wants you to give them. For others of you, there's a sense of you needing to be rebirthed also, again, through that fire energy. So yeah, you might need to go through a little bit of a hell. You might need to go a little bit through hell, per se, to have this rebirth, where, again, the heart space, Queen of Cups, where you really understand what it is about this whole situation that is so controlling you. I feel like being that you are the one blocking, or the one that's being blocked, there's something about the situation that it's much more deep than what it looks like, and much more about like an extension about the relationship you're having with your true emotions than anything else, because you're blocking your emotions, or you have not been looking at this from, again, the heart space. And that's one of the missions here of the next weeks, is for you to really get deep into the heart, and for you to get that deep into a heart space. You can't be, doing things that distract you or keep you from getting towards that point of connection. So you need to connect with yourself to get you out of problems, if this is about a problem, out of a dependency, being emotional dependency, unhealthy habits, unhealthy relationships, patterns of behavior that you dislike, but you feel like they end up, being stronger than you. Anything in which you're perceiving this wrong energy, this difficult energy, this dark energy, it's all here, like, as there's something here about the obstacles right now are to push you back into yourself, basically. And judgment, you're gonna have an opportunity to perhaps revisit a situation or a relationship that has been dragged. It's like a situation of a connection that has been undealt with for a period of time, and now you need to do it, or you're pushed to do it. because the cost of things staying as they are is your own emotional and mental health. It's like the more you resist dealing with it, the more kind of um, obsessed you get over this, you know? I feel like many of you are trying to block out the devil, so you're trying to block out who's negative, what's negative out of your life, but not in the way that is coming from that true place. I feel like it's like you're blocking it because of the fear that it holds over you. Because maybe deep down you know that there's still truth to this. There's still things about this that need to be, you know, looked over, reviewed in a serious way. You know, the devil and the judgment card here are very serious upon and very impactful, very powerful upon its ray of action. So the more you resist the devil here, the more it's going to have power over you. So what are you resisting right now? What it feels like very tempting but very difficult, or what you're not, you know, what are the things you're avoiding, but that deep down when you're by yourself you cannot stop thinking about them, you know? It's those kind of things. As always, this could be coming from you or from someone else, but the process is kind of the same. If you're being chased, pursued by someone that, you know, wants to talk, wants to, you know, reconcile, wants to explain themselves, or wants to do something that you're considering to be like a problem, or something that you should say no to, make sure that before you say anything, before you decide upon anything, you know where those answers are coming from. It's like a very delicate situation, because if you decide by fear, this thing is going to end up just continuing to have a lot of power over you, and not a positive influence with the devil. Yeah, it's not a positive influence, but it's because you're denying yourself of something, the truth of a desire, or of a feeling, or of a need. If you feel like your life right now is not the way you would like it to be, it's kind of the same energy, because I feel like there's things you're depriving yourself from that end up being very like a very neglectful to the Queen of Cups energy. Like you have been doing things that have been neglecting self-care. So again, we go back to the energy of rest, but also neglecting your true emotional needs, well-being. Perhaps you have been in trouble expressing a more loving, you know, empathic side to your nature. Perhaps you have been having difficulty accepting, you know, the soft feminine energy with you. Perhaps there has been here issues with all your own feminine energy, in accepting, you know, how that feminine world is working, how you can be both, again, that dragon, very powerful, very confident, without losing contact with your beautiful, vulnerable, you know, emotional, caring side. It's this friction between a caring side that is much more coming from a light space, versus a side to you that just wants to push out anything of your life in which you feel emotionally endangered. Not necessarily because you are, but because you might be seeing love as a weakness in its all, you know, expressions. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.